Hi. So, update again. I said I was going to update when Amelia's poo sample results were in. They've taken a little bit of time, which is fine. Um, yeah, so I thought I would update you. So, if you saw my previous video, that her creon had decreased massively, like hugely, purely on the fact of the way that her stool was looking, the way that she was gaining weight really well, and things like that. Her vitamin levels were really high as well. I know that's not anything to do with the pancreas, but her vitamin levels were really high, so they've pulled down her vitamin intake, her paravit. And yesterday, so she's not very well at the moment. She's got a really bad cough, really bad chest. Um, and we got in to see the consultant as an emergency yesterday. And he had the stool sample results in front of him on the computer, and told me that actually her pancreas enzymes and the elasticity test in the stool, she was still had next to none, because we'd had to lower her creon because of her poop and everything. um we decided that, as a team, and what we were seeing in her store, that we were to decrease the creon amount. Some things she was having no creon for, and things like that. So it came back yesterday that actually she does need the same amount of creon, and she has lost quite a lot of weight. Now, in my last video, they said that she was a bit on the heavy side, a bit too overweight. And actually, within a 3 week gap, she's lost quite a bit of weight. And obviously, that's also a sign of her needing creon again. So we're back on the creon. I do feel a little bit, I've gone a couple of steps backwards, but as long as they're monitoring it. And I really do feel strongly that they should monitor the stool sample more than what they do. I mean, they was really, really reluctant to test her stool, and I really, really pushed for them to. I kept asking about it, and they're like, no, we don't need to. That's something that we don't actually do very often at all. But with the things that I was saying, and her poop and things like that, they was like, right, I think we need to. And it was the main CF team that was like, yes, I think we need to do a stool sample. So luckily, when we was at joint clinic, she'd had a poop, so we were able to get a sample done that day. So that was really lucky. But yeah, so me and the husband was talking about it last night, and just sort of the guilt crept in a little bit for us, because we were like, actually, when you think about it, like her appetite stepped up again, but we thought it was the orkambi. We thought because she started orkambi, she was a lot more hungrier and she got a lot more energy, and we only saw a change in her stool was when we was giving her creon, and she was getting very constipated, and as I call them, pebbly poops. And speaking with the team, the dietitian, they're like, yeah, drop it down, because orkambi might be doing its thing. Drop it down. Obviously, she's she is constipated and struggling. So that's what we did. So we kind of, and then we noticed that she was eating a lot more, but it wasn't going through her. She wasn't, again, no sign in her poops whatsoever. Her poos were perfectly formed again. So we was like, yes, I think we've cracked it. So yeah, it feels like we've taken a few steps forward, and we thought, oh, is this a thing? And we've kind of gone back a few steps. But do you know what? I think yesterday we was both really deflated and really, just feeling a bit ugh about it. But you know what? when you actually sit and think about it, and like in the first 2.5 years, how many times we think we've got somewhere and then we push back again, and then we've got somewhere and then we push back again, with like illnesses and other different things that comes along with CF. So yeah, I think it is literally the condition. We're gonna have these times where we've been kicked in the stomach type of thing and taken a few steps back. So, but you know what, like the goal is still in front of us, so we keep pressing forward, and supporting each other as always. um so yeah, so I thought that would be a little bit of an update for you all. um Not the update that I expected, but who knows, literally who knows. Still keeping hope out for the potential that she could be starting calf trio in autumn this year, which means she'll be 3. That's still being thrown out there. But again, try not to get our hopes up. Try not to get our hopes up and look too far in advance, because even though it's like really exciting and things like things such as what happened yesterday is a gentle reminder that not to get your hopes up, not to look too far ahead, and not to get too excited about things, because yeah, it can actually damage you mentally more getting your hopes up about future. So yeah, so that's kind of all I wanted to say, really. If anybody's got any questions or anything about what anything at all, just let me know, and I will see you all very, very soon.